And a good evening, everyone. Welcome to Carrolton, Illinois. And we're at St. John's Middle School here in Carrolton, Illinois. And I got to tell you, it's one of the coolest gyms that I have done a game in this season. This place is, they're telling me, built in the 1960s. It's got the old wooden slide-in bleachers. You can see those on the far side. We're up in a mezzanine area, and there's bleachers up here as well. Cool overlook, very low ceiling though. You might see some balls get touched up in the lights in the rafters here tonight as we are here for IESA Class 1A sectional final volleyball between the Greenfield Tigers and the Southeastern Suns. About half of this squad is fresh off a state championship in 7th grade for the Southeastern Suns, so they know what it's like to win. They want to keep doing that, and we'll see if they're able to do that here tonight at St. John's Middle School in Carrolton, Illinois. I'm Dwayne Hewlett. Miles Hewlett is alongside tonight, and this is the start of what could be another great run for the Southeastern Suns. They made an improbable run last weekend at the IESA 7-1A state tournament as the Suns won every game they played. They won all three of their matches, and the last two folks were in dominating fashion. And they picked up the Illinois Elementary School Association 7th grade Class 1A state championship with a win over Pontiac St. Mary's on Saturday afternoon. So they have got it all figured out. They know what they need to do. They know what they want to do. And we'll take a look at these two schools and see how they got to this location right now. As Augusta Southeastern got a bye in the first round of their regional. They played Griggsville Perry in the – let me make sure I'm in the right one here. Before I say that, we're going to make sure I'm in the right spot before I read you off here. They did beat Griggsville Perry 25-5, 25-13 in the semifinal round of the regional, and then played Ashland AC Central and won 25-9, and then had to hold on or come from behind. I don't know the story in that game necessarily, but they won 28-6 in the second game to win in 2 and get a regional championship in a regional that was played at Griggsville Perry. They, of course, have won the chance to play Greenfield. Greenfield got here by beating Brussels, who Southeastern 7th grade beat in the sectionals because Brussels defeated Greenfield, upset Greenfield in the 7-1A regionals. They were not able to do that in the 8-1A, however, as Greenfield beat Brussels 25-18, 25-15 in the semifinal round, and then Millstadt St. James was their next defeat as Greenfield bet down them 25-16, 25-20, and they have found their way here to this sectional final. As again, we are at Carrolton St. John's Middle School, and an awesome little gym here. And this pregame show is being brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cool drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. And you might be able to see, I don't know if you can tell on camera, I'll have to take a look. You can't really tell. You see a little bit of a light flipping back and forth. The lights are pretty low here, and they actually have they've replaced the lights here. So they're LED lights, but they're a lot smaller, and they're very, very bright if you look up into them. I was talking to Coach Kerr before the game, and he was mentioning how bright those lights are, and it's a lot brighter in here than it was earlier. As you can see on the far side as well, both sides of this gym are glass, much like BPC was. When they first built that gym, there was glass on both sides of that as well. So there's a lot of outside light comes in here and makes this gym probably extremely warm in the summertime and a little hard to see in at times as well, as the floor has cleared now, and we're just about ready to go with the national anthem, as the flag is right behind one of the backboards here from the basketball floor. So not sure how well Miles will be able to see the the flag, but he'll do his best to get you the flag as we get ready to do, as I said, the national anthem. The national anthem is out of the way. And the Suns will be the visitors on the scoreboard. If you see the scoreboard in the background, they will be the visitors. Riley Smith, one of the starters for the Suns. Kara Stevens should be a setter and a middle hitter. Jalen Van Beck, one of the starters from the 7th grade team, also one. Tegan Rigg going to set as well and start. Adrian Starks. And Kinsey Griswold will be the other starter. Tim Kerr coached the starter, or the coach for the Suns. Adeline Lansaw, number 5. Jillian McAdams is a setter. Annabeth Thornton, middle hitter. London Lamb, an outside hitter. Grayson Costello is the number 4. The 21, Ella Vetter. And the libero is number 1, Leah Wood. And that's how we will get ready to start things up here. In this sectional final, a bid at state is on the line for these two teams here this evening. And the Suns want to go back-to-back state appearances with the 7th grade and the 8th grade. So it is lightening up in here quite a bit. Those lights don't do a whole lot of good when the sun's shining in the side windows, but it is well lit in here now. But, man, this place, folks, I told you, this place is just a cool, old-school type of gym. And if you're not here, I don't know that the camera can do it justice, but sometimes when you do a lot of sporting events, a lot of games at different places, you get excited about the odd things, and that's one of the things that is pretty exciting for us here, at least for me. Miles was giving me a hard time because I was excited about it, but it's going to be a fun place to watch a game. We'll see how things work out. A lot of speakers hanging on the sides, too, and a couple right in the middle. The beams are not all that high across the gym, so as I said, you probably expect to see some balls bounce off the ceilings here. Even the height of the ceiling is not as high as probably a lot of beams in normal, newer style gymnasiums. So it's going to be a fun one here tonight. The Southeastern Suns and the Greenfield Tigers. As first player taking a seat is going to be number 10, London Lamb, as Leah Wood comes in. And we'll see who's going to serve first. The referee is not giving them the ball yet. I would guess it's going to be the Suns, though, judging by the way it is going to be the Suns. And back to serve first is going to be Kinsey Griswold for Southeastern, as we're just about ready to get underway with sectional final volleyball. Griswold's first serve goes deep. It's received. Pushed across. Griswold sets middle to Stevens. Her hit is off the hands of Leah Wood and Stevens gets her first kill of the night. And Southeastern takes the early 1-0 lead on serve thus far here in this one. Griswold back to serve again. That goes off the ceiling, just as I said, and that one goes off the ceiling. As the setter is Costello, she went to get it. It was initially hit by number 7, Thornton, and it went right off the ceiling twice there. Another point for the Suns. Wood's going to go on an overpass and jamming it right back is Kara Stevens. She gets her second kill, and the Suns get their third point. It's 3-0 here early in set number 1. Griswold has got all 3 service points to this point. There was an attack by Thornton. The first time it's made it back over the net. Stevens, another kill from the middle. 3 kills on 4 points for Stevens, and Griswold has all 4 of the service points for the Suns, and they open up an early lead here against Greenfield. Again, this is set number 1 of the sectional final from St. John's, and then Leah Wood, maybe a floater a little bit by Griswold. That's going to be an ace. And a point as well. It's 5-0. Checking in for the Tigers going to be number 13, Carly Grafton. They actually had to put Lamb back in to replace Lamb with Grafton, is the way substitutions work. There's Thornton, and now it's going to be pushed across. That was pushed across by McAdams. Now it's going to be a free ball from Stevens. Set near side on the attack was Landsaw, and Landsaw hits it off of Van Beck, and Van Beck can't control it. It is a side out, first point of the match, and going back to serve will be Landsaw, the middle hitter for the Tigers. Deep serve. Riggs sets Stevens again on the attack. It's dug. It goes off the ceiling. It's in the net. An in the net violation on the Tigers, so a side out to them. That ball was received back there, I do believe, by Riley Smith, number 1. Rigg back to serve now for the Suns. Deep. Wood is back in. She has it, and that's going to be a bump set. A free ball comes across. That was by McAdams. Middle it goes to Stevens again. It goes off the block. Wood is there. Into the middle it goes. That's deep and out of play off of Thornton's hits. And a point for Rigg and the Suns. Tegan Rigg looking for point number 2 now. Her team leading 7-1. And a let serve, an ace. And I contend, folks, if you've heard me do very many games, let serves should be illegal. Just not fair when that kind of stuff happens like that. So here comes Rigg again, looking for point number 3 after her first ace. Wood is there, comes to the net. It's tipped across. Griswold's going to set to Stevens. Stevens on the attack, and it's inbounds. A kill for Stevens, her 4th. A point for Rigg, her 3rd. And we'll take a timeout, our first one of the night, a timeout by Greenfield. Southeastern leads 8-1.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adams Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adams Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
And welcome back after the timeout. The Greenfield Tigers take their first timeout. It is 9-1. Excuse me, I forgot to put one of the points up there. It's 9-1. Suns with the lead. Rigg serving again. Wood is there. Going to set middle. It's blocked by Stevens. Now she's going to be on the attack. And they call a double hit on Greenfield. Rigg gets her 4th service point. Setting and hitting is McAdams. Now it's going to have to be Thornton. McAdams going to send it across. Van Beck is there. Griswold a bump set. Left side. It is a kill by Adriana Starks. She gets her first kill with the little left-handed tip. Another point for Rigg. And it is 11-1. 5 for Tegan Rigg now. And an ace that time. 2 aces for Tegan Rigg. That one went off the arms of Costello. Rigg back to serve again. That time it was Weller on the serve receive. Costello sends it across. Griswold's going to set middle to Stevens. Stevens on the attack. It's going to be an overpass. No, it's not. It's going to get the rim. Roof, I should say. Great job of getting it across by McAdams. Now a bump across. Van Beck is there. Griswold, bump set back row, is going to be pushed across by Van Beck. Short now to the net it comes, and it's not going to get over the net. I thought it was for a second, but it did not. A passing error results in another point. It's 13-1. Rigg has served 7 straight. One side out apiece in this game. McAdams knocked across by Lamb, and they call a double hit on the Suns, so a side out. And going back to serve will be number 6, Jillian McAdams for the Tigers. 13-2 is the score. Suns with the lead. McAdams' serve is deep. It goes off of Rigg. Floated on her a little bit. And ace for McAdams. That one goes off of Riley Smith. Another ace as McAdams has got a good serve. Trying to get her team back into this as they trail 13-4. Low, hard serve. Van Beck sets middle to Stevens. It's Doug. A nice job to just get something on it for Costello, but it did no good. Another kill for Stevens. Her 5th. And going back to serve now. Can't see with the number 21, I do believe it is. Oh, it's number 25. I can't read numbers. Adriana Starks gets her first point. And it's 15-4. Weller. Now it's going to be pushed across by Costello. Van Beck is there. Griswold. Stevens off the block. Dug by Weller. Costello sets middle. Van Beck pushes it, or no, Starks pushes it across finally. Now it's going to be pushed deep. Smith back set to, on the bump to Van Beck. She pushes it short. It's going to be a free ball. No, they're going to get an attack on it. That was Thornton. Griswold sets middle to Stevens now, and Stevens is going to get a kill. Good rally. Kill number 6 for Stevens, and it's 16-4. Starks going back to serve again. She's got 2 service points now. Deep serve. Weller and Wood fight over it. Costello's going to push it across, or hit it across, I should say. Griswold's going to set outside to Stevens, I guess. And Stevens gets the hit as she talks to Riley Smith over there. But it's a kill for Stevens nonetheless. When things are going your way, they're going your way. It's 17-4 here in set number 1. Another right side. Weller's there. It comes off her arm to the right. It's going to be a cross. Van Beck, Griswold outside to Riley Smith. Her attack is off the block. Wood is there. Costello sets middle to Thornton, and she gets it down in front of the block of Stevens. A side out and a kill for Thornton. Thornton now going back to serve. Her team trailing by 12 here in set number 1. Greenfield with the serve. Rigg dives down to get it. Thornton's going to get an ace. Very hard serving team for Greenfield. Rigg is there this time. Van Beck's going to do a bump set to Stevens. She's going to attack it deep. Thornton is there. Now that's going to be bumped by McAdams, pushed across by Wood. Griswold sets middle to Stevens, and Stevens just tips it across for her 8th kill and a side out. And she'll go back to serve now, and that's probably the best thing that Greenfield has seen. She had 8 kills in the first rotation through the front row. Stevens serve now. Wood is there. It's going to be bumped. It's going to be pushed across by Vetter. In the middle on the attack, number 27 was Kinsey Griswold. She served 5 straight points to open the game, and then now gets her first kill. Stevens back to serve with her team leading 19-6. Bump set by McAdams, pushed across by Greenfield. Stevens up to set now, out to Riley Smith. Her hit is deep. It stuck the hand up in the air, was Landsaw. It's going to be a free ball brought across by Costello. Rigg is there. Now Stevens back to Rigg in the back row. Dug on the far side by McAdams. Costello sets middle, and they called Griswold in the net. I don't think she was even close to the net, but a side out and a point. Now it's serving is Leah Wood. Underhand serve is low. Stevens comes up to get it. McAdams is there. Costello is going to set it near side to Landsaw off of Starks, and a kill for Landsaw, her first. Stevens is going to bump a free ball across. Wood comes up to get it. Costello sets near side to Landsaw off the block of Griswold. And it's going to be an eventual kill for Landsaw. We'll give her one. Another point for Wood. The underhand serve effective thus far for Landsaw. Van Beck goes back to get, or no, Starks goes back to get it. Stevens Griswold pushes it across. Costello front to Ella Vetter, who sends it out the back of the court for a side out. 20-9 now the score. And Griswold goes back to serve. Short middle. Costello sets near side to Landsaw on the attack. Rigg is there. Stevens going to set far side to Smith. Smith's hit dug by Wood. Costello's going to send it across. Middle now, nope, right side to, or left side to Smith, who hits it in the net for a hitting error. And a side out. Costello going back to serve now for Greenfield. 20-10 with Costello serving for the Tigers. A little bit of a jump serve. Starks is there. Griswold back row set to Stevens, who dug by Wood. McAdams sets Landsaw, and she's going to hit it far right. Tries to go cross court, but hits it out of bounds. And Smith will go back to serve now. Riley Smith, number 1. Her serve is short, dug by McAdams, and it's a passing error. Give Smith a point on that, but that's not an ace. That was somebody should have got to that. It was in bounds and in play. And then Smith's going to serve it out of bounds. A service error. And it's 22-11. Going back to serve will be Ella Vetter, number 21. Starks, the rig to Griswold with a big hit off Leah Wood. And Griswold gets her second kill. 23-11. The Suns with the lead. Griswold back to serve now, down the right side and out of bounds. 23-12. Going back to serve will be Landsaw. Wood will come out. Lamb will come back in. Another underhand serve by Landsaw into the net. And it's set point for the Suns, and Tegan Rigg is going to go back to serve. She's got 7 points already here in set number 1, including 2 aces. She'll try to ice it here with her team needing set point up 24-12, and it's into the net. And going back to serve, last chance, McAdams. Jillian McAdams, number 6 at the service line, and it's out. Barely, but Rigg dove out of the way and let it go, and that's how set number 1 will come to an end. The Suns get the 25-13 win in set number 1. We'll take a break for a couple minutes, and we'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician when they need it. We want them to be headed towards the road of recovery when they leave here. I feel like we have nurses that care so much. We're more than a team. It's a family, and we want what's best for the patient.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
In a small community like ours, shopping locally can make a big difference. Did you know you can shop locally for your home internet? While you're powering your devices with super fast fiber internet, you also get to be a part of something bigger than yourself. Every dollar you spend on our services goes to making our town a better place to live, work, and play. You're helping us support local education, build a stronger sense of community, and keep money right here in our local economy. Thank you for choosing your local internet provider. We're proud to keep you connected.
I would say that one of the most rewarding aspects of being an obstetrician is being present at the delivery of a baby. It's mostly a joyous occasion, and it's just so much fun to be a part of that.
And welcome back here to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, coverage of the IESA 8-1A sectional final between Southeastern and Greenfield. This game being brought to you by Ron Elby Auto Sales, with locations in Macomb, on East Jackson Street, and Augusta. They can get you an SUV, car, truck, whatever you want. Go to lbsellscars.com to check out more. The Watering Hole in downtown Augusta is open. It says Good Luck Sons this week's sectional. Stop in for a cold drink Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 1 a.m. with happy hour 4 to 6. Then on Saturday, 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. They'll play all of our broadcasts live on the screens there. And also Mudd Insurance Group. They specialize in insuring homes, autos, farms, farm equipment, small business, boats, wave runners, ATVs, motorcycles, along with special events such as and much, much more. Call Mudd Insurance Group, 217-842-9200, located at the four-way stop in Bowen, or go to their website, www.muddinsurancegroup.com. Live life knowing you're covered. Landsaw will be the first server of set number 2. As you can see, 25-13 is the final from set number 1. It goes to the Suns. Landsaw is dug by Stevens. Griswold. Starks is going to be on the attack. Landsaw is there. McAdams, Lamb, Rigg now. Starks going to tip it across with the left hand. Costello is there. Now it's going to be Thornton. Stevens bump set. Starks. It's going to go across and then hit by Costello. She couldn't do anything with it. First point of the set goes to Starks on the kill. And back to serve for the Suns will be number 27, Kinsey Griswold. And she served 5 straight to open set number 1. This is going to be a free. It's going to hit the ceiling and not even get across. A point for Griswold, but gives her 6. We are having a little audio problem, and it would appear in Minden with Greg. We apologize for that. A free ball comes across. Nice dig by Van Beck. Back row attack from Smith. And it's going to come. It's 3 hits. And that was 4 hits. It did go down inside the block, but it was 4 hits. Smith had the tip. Griswold gets another point. And a very quick timeout here by Greenfield. Down 3-0 here in set number 2. This game also being brought to you by Barkley Bills Company. a hat brand built on two staples, comfort and style, specializing in snapback trucker-style caps. Check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at barkleybillsco.com. That's BARKLEYBILLSCO.com. Don't let the hat rack fool you. There's always room for one more Barkley Bills Company hat. Wishing good luck to all athletes during their postseason run. And Adams Experts, looking for a top-notch local computer sales and repair services? Call Adams Experts in Quincy at 217-214-3423 for fast, friendly, and affordable assistance. We make technology work. That's Adams Experts. Your go-to when your computer goes. And Griswold gets another point and an ace there while I was still talking. That's how fast that one came about. And it is 4-0. And off the ceiling it goes. A passing error, another point. And a subs coming in quickly for the Tigers. Into the game, number 15, Tinley Albrecht. To the net it comes on an overpass, and Stevens gets the kill. Griswold gets another point, her 10th. That means she served 5 straight again. 6-0, and a side out gives the Tigers their first point of the game. Back to serve will be McAdams, number 6, Jillian McAdams. Her serve short, off Stevens' arms, and the ace for McAdams. She served 2 service points and 2 aces in her first set. She's got 3 now. Rigg punches it across. Albrecht sets to Lamb. Van Beck is there. Rigg comes to get it. Stevens is going to push the cross. Then Greenfield was in the net. Play wasn't even at the net, but Greenfield was in the net, and it's a side out to the Suns. Not sure which Greenfield player that was, if it was Albrecht or Thornton. Overpass again, tipped by Stevens across. McAdams bump. Thornton hits it deep and in. The Suns thought it was out. They let it go. And it's 7-3. Going back to serve is going to be Annabeth Thornton. And checking in will be Ella Vetter for Greenfield. Thornton off of Rigg gets an ace. That's her second point and second ace. 7-4 here in set number 2. She serves very well. Griswold. Stevens going to send a free ball across. Costello is there, I believe. Landsaw. Van Beck. Griswold sets far side to Starks. She tips it. Dug. A nice dig by McAdams, but then hit out of bounds by Lamb for a side out. A great dig by McAdams over there, but Lamb had no choice but to try to push it across, and she couldn't stop the ball's momentum as it carried on out of bounds. Starks back to serve now. Overpass by Vetter. Griswold's going to set middle to Stevens. Her hit is dug. Albrecht gets a one-arm push. It's pushed across. Now Griswold sets middle to Stevens, and she drives it home again. 10th kill for Stevens. Starks gets another point. Gives her her 3rd. Costello checks back in. Lamb's going to push it across. Tried to, didn't make it. A hitting error results in another point for Starks. Give her 4 points now, and it's 10-4, Suns with the lead. Better. McAdams bump set. Costello on the attack. And Smith stuck an arm up. Probably was going to go out, but she stuck a hand up and made contact with it. So now going back to serve is going to be Leah Wood. She has 2 service points. The underhand serve from right at the lines keeps it very low, relatively quick. Starks, to Stevens. Dug by Wood. That's going to be a free ball coming across by Vetter. Van Beck there this time. Griswold sets middle to Stevens. Wood sticks an arm out, can't do anything with it. A side out for the Suns, another kill for Stevens. And it's 11-5, Suns with the lead. Near side, it hits the pole on the bump set attempt. So a pass in air results in a point for Stevens. Stevens only had one service point in the first set, but she did have 8 kills, excuse me. That's a let serve and an ace. (13-5), Suns with the lead here at St. John's Middle School. Costello sets near side to Landsaw, and she's going to get the kill. Landsaw gets her third kill, a side out, and it's 13-6. Costello back to serve now. Starks has it go off her arms, out of bounds. Costello gets her first point. Off of Starks, tipped across by Van Beck. Costello is there. McAdams to Vetter, who hits it deep and out of play. Side out to the Suns. Van Beck going back to serve now. Say hi to Pastor Tom Spain in the live chat. Tiffany Hubbard watching as well. Nicole Arthur back again. Manissa Berg, thank you for joining us. Rigg sets middle to Griswold, and Griswold's going to get the kill. A point for Van Beck, who gets her first service point. Griswold gets her third kill. Van Beck's serve, deep. Blocked by Griswold on a passover attempt. Griswold gets her first block. Van Beck gets her second point. And it is 16-7. Costello sets near side to McAdams. She pushes it deep. Starks is there. Rigg back row set to Stevens. It's Doug. Costello from the back row now. Starks is going to send an overpass, and Landsaw gets to eat. Feeding the bear a little bit there, and Landsaw gets the kill. And going back to serve will be number 20, Kaylin Weller. So Weller will serve with her team trailing 16-8. Annie Riker watching once again, and Griswold going to get the block kill. And a side out. Back to serve will be Riley Smith. Comes off the ceiling, a chance to get it across. McAdams does. Stevens is there. Rigg goes to Griswold. Not a good step, but Griswold's going to win a battle at the net with Landsaw. And Griswold coming up big at the net for the Suns as she gets a kill there. And a timeout on the floor charged to the Greenfield Tigers. We'll keep it here. This game being brought to you by Ramsey Financial Services Incorporated. They're dedicated to providing excellent service with a competitive premium for all your insurance needs, whether it's life, farm, crop, auto, home, business, or health. Give us a call at one of our 7 locations in Bowen, Carthage, Nauvoo, Macomb, Bushnell, La Harpe, or Monmouth. Good luck to all area teams. King Family Chiropractic, and with locations in Bushnell and Macomb. M&B Furniture, the Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. Of course, McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital Athletic Trainers and MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to area student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. And we are back at it here. The attack by Greenfield. Riggs going to set far side to Starks, and Starks is going to have a hitting error and a side out to the Tigers. And going back to serve will be Landsaw. Number 5, Adeline Landsaw. Another underhand serve is deep. Van Beck is there. It's going to be a bump back to Stevens, and she's going to get a kill from the back row. Makes it 19-8, 12th kill for Stevens. Back to serve will be Griswold. She served 5 to open the set. She's got 2 aces on the night, including 10 service points. Griswold to Stevens, who tips it across. Into the net it goes, and a point. An unpassable attempt. Another point for Griswold. Checking in for Greenfield is Carly Crafton. Griswold back to serve again with her team up 20-9. Deep. McAdams bump sets to Lamb, and Lamb's going to get the kill for the Tigers. Her first kill. And McAdams going back to serve for the Tigers. And she serves it into the net. A service error gives the side out to the Suns. And Rigg going back to serve for the Southeastern Suns, who lead 21-10. The 7th grader serving. Be a nice pass. It goes to the net, and it's not going to get across. A passing error on the second ball. And it's 22, and Rigg is going to get her 9th service point. Next serve, Costello, McAdams, knocked across by Lamb, dug by Smith, but she couldn't do anything with it. Lamb's going to get her second kill. Smith was only able to get an arm on it, couldn't really do anything else. Vetter checks back in, and back to serve is going to be number 7, Annabeth Thornton for Greenfield. A lot of subs in and out for them, not any for Southeastern, and she's going to serve up an ace. 3 points, 3 aces. She'll serve it up again. Short, Rigg is there. Van Beck's going to push it across. Costello gives a one arm. Now it's going to be a back row attack. Van Beck is there again. Griswold sets middle to Stevens, and Stevens is going to get another kill. A side out. Stevens gets her 14th kill, and now Starks goes back to serve again. 2 points away from a state tournament berth are the Southeastern Suns. Oh, and into the net goes McAdams. She couldn't cleanly set the ball back. It went to the net too far. Starks gets her 5th service point, and it's set and match point for the Suns. Starks. McAdams a bump set. It's going to go to Lamb far side. She's going to hit it across. Rigg is there. Griswold sets far side to Smith. Smith's going to tip it. It's dug by Vetter off the ceiling, and that's how it's going to end. 25-13, 25-12. The Southeastern Suns are on their way to state for the second weekend in a row as the Southeastern Suns beat Greenfield 25-13, 25-12. We will have the presentation of the sectional plaque now, as we'll show you that, and then Coach Kerr is going to come up here and talk to us. Whole lot of hardware going back to Southeastern from the junior high volleyball teams this year. And everybody's waving at the camera. Nineteen 2-1 are the Suns after the win. They are the sectional champions, and they are in the Elite Eight. So the 7th graders that played last week are going back again, and they will try for a second state title, and they made easy work of Greenfield here tonight. So we'll take a break, let them take some pictures, and We will tell you that we'll come back with Coach Kerr here in just a little bit on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Every day, we walk through these doors, not knowing what waits. It's not easy, but we do it every day because our mission is you, providing you compassionate care and providing you the best possible patient experience. McDonough District Hospital.
I'm a pretty calm, cool, and collective guy, but... Sorry, what's your name? Yeah, Evan. Hi, Evan. Yeah, we have no internet. Nothing. I don't know. It just stopped working.
The internet is down.
I know, I'm on the phone with them. No, that was my wife.
I can't get online again.
Yeah, I'm talking to Evan. No, my daughter, my wife. Okay, can you guys not talk? Sorry. Yes, we have the white boxes. I see one. They got horns on them.
It's the one with the horns.
Yes, I see one. We have 11 of those.
I was on the phone and I got disconnected.
Okay, it's not about you. We switched our broadband service provider. Devin put in 11, Evan. How are we supposed to know which one's 7 and which one?
I thought it was Devin. Who's Devin? I got no service. Honey, you're blocking.
You can't stand there. You're blocking it. Don't block it. And the best part, I never have to speak to Evan or Devin ever again.
I think this one's 11.
11? We're not looking for 11. No, are we looking for 7, Evan, or 11? We have 2 next to each other. That's bad. 2 white boxes. Evan? Evan?
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are gonna watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True convection cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True convection cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
And welcome back here to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Coverage of the sectional final at St. John's and Carrolton, excuse me. We get Coach Kerr underneath the headset. This game being brought to you by Good Hope Gardens, located at 445 East Main Street in Good Hope, just east of the North Elementary School, open April through October, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturday 10 to 4 p.m. for all of your fresh produce needs. April is just around the corner. Be sure to follow their Facebook page for daily updates. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. And with that, we have Coach Kerr under the headset again. I've seen a lot of you the last few days.
I haven't got any prettier either.
Well, that's the reason why we don't put us on camera.
That's true.
I'll tell you what, pretty dominating performance tonight.
Yeah, I thought so. I walked into this gym, never been here before. Hour and 45 minutes away from home, and walk in and the ceilings are low, and it's kind of a cool gym, but I wasn't sure how it was going to play out. On their side, you can see several times where the ceiling definitely made a difference or came into play. Fortunately, we were able to keep the ball lower for the most part. But, that was good. That was a nice win. I thought other than there at the end of the first set where we kind of lost our focus a little bit, at the serving line where we missed 3 in a row, I thought we were pretty focused throughout the whole night and got good effort from all of our kids.
Well, we do have a few of the girls up here now. I didn't know for sure if any of them were going to find their way up here. They all went to the locker room first. Yeah. Did you guys have to make sure you were pretty for the camera? Or Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. You came out and served 5 straight right at the beginning of the match. That has to make you feel pretty good that you're going to dominate the rest of the way, doesn't it?
Yeah, that was good because I've been missing my serves a lot lately. Like I said, I missed a few serves, 2 maybe, I think.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter after you're already up by 10, does it, Coach?
It does a little bit.
It's a lot better if you're up by 10 than if you're not up by 10. That's for sure.
So you guys got to see what the 7th grade team did this past weekend. You guys get a chance to head that way. Well, let's start with you and head down the line here. You feel any pressure going to state now since the 7th graders pulled it off, or does it make it feel like, well, if they can do it, we can do it too?
Well, I kind of think we can do it, but then I don't really know. They kind of set the goal really high, so I hope we can get there.
Well, let's give it to Riley, see what Riley has to say. Riley, do you feel any pressure since the 7th grade won, or does it make it a little easier? There's already a state title at Southeastern. You don't need to win another one, do you?
Well, I'd like to win because, then all of us could win state. But there's not really too much pressure, but I don't really want to go in there and be like, we'll win and then lose or anything like that.
Well, I understand that. I understand that completely.
Yeah.
Go ahead and pass the is it Adriana or Adriana? Adriana. So I did say it right, but I didn't know for sure. You had a pretty decent balanced night. I had you for 5 service points. You against a team that seemed like they struggled passing the ball, but they served pretty well. When they actually got a chance to serve, they served pretty well. Did it surprise you guys a little bit at how effective their serve was in comparison to how they passed the ball against you?
It was like a big difference, but I think we handled it pretty well.
So what's your feelings going to state this Friday?
It's actually my first time going to state since I've been in volleyball, and it's a really exciting moment, so I'm really excited.
Now, you guys never had it. This is your first chance to go to state, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because of COVID and everything else, you never had the chance to go all the way to state. So the 7th graders won in their 7th grade year. You guys didn't get that opportunity. Does it feel a little more special at the junior high level that this is your only chance? Does it feel a little extra special getting to go this year?
Yeah.
So what was the key for you tonight, Adriana? What was the key, do you think, for how you played tonight?
I don't know. Yeah.
What was the best part of your game? Was it serving, hitting, or
serving.
Passing? Serving was the best part tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, Riley, what did you think? I wanted to point out that I'm pretty sure Kara stole a kill from you. I mean, she walked right in front of you and took that one kill. I would say something to her if I was you.
It's fine.
I'm just kidding. But
she apologized for it. She didn't even realize she did it.
Oh, I know. how hard is communication out there?
It was kind of loud tonight. It's not usually that hard, but it's kind of loud tonight, and she didn't really hear anything.
Yeah,
and when she's like playing, she's kind of in the zone, so she kind of.
Is it hard to keep your contact? Like, when things come to a vicinity, it's supposed to be yours or whatever, but you get into the flow of things. Communication is really important, obviously. So in a gym, they pointed out, Coach, we'll talk about this too, but they pointed out there's no insulation in here, so everything echoes so bad. In a gym this small, a little bit of noise goes a long way. So was that a huge problem for you tonight?
Not really.
No. Kenzie, let's you are one of the players that does a little bit of everything, right? You serve, you hit, you had some big kills tonight, you set a little bit. You're switching thought processes on all those things. Is that tough for you to do, or do you is it easier to keep you in the flow of the game that way?
It's not that hard. I've done it. This is the second year. We've kept the same lineup, so I'm basically just used to it by now.
Well, ladies, I'm sure you want to get out of here and get ready to go. Or have you got big plans for dinner? Is Coach buying you dinner or something on the way home?
I think I'm probably by myself on the bus almost. They usually drive right home with their parents.
I
know.
At least it's quiet. You don't have to listen to them celebrating on the way home, right?
That's true.
All right, ladies, congratulations, and we will see you at State. How's that sound? Good. All right, have a safe trip home. So we got the 8th graders that started, right?
Yeah, those are the 8th graders that started, and I know you mentioned this that they didn't have an opportunity, last year, and they as 7th graders they did qualify, and they at the sectional they won the sectional, and then it was over. So it's going to be cool to have them go.
Look back at that, and I don't want to try to get you in trouble, but did that make any sense to you? I mean, for girls like this, for kids like this, I mean, they could have very well had 2 state championships, and they're only going to have a chance at 1 because of that.
Exactly. I mean, obviously it is what it is, but it's missed opportunity for kids. Like you said, we haven't lost a postseason game for like 3 years. Because even the year before that, even Kenzie as a 6th grader started on the 7th grade team, and so she's actually been on a starter that's qualified twice before this year too. So I don't know. I mean. I don't know. You look back and it's just so crazy, and so something never ever would have imagined, and so many opportunities taken away. And I guess for these specific girls, I guess the good news is they were junior high and they have a lot of their career left, and I really feel for the the high school teams, the juniors and seniors, the last couple of years that didn't have the opportunity to do anything, and now their career's over. So this is a bump of the road. These guys are able to get over it. They'll always have the just the mindset that we qualified every year. We just were only able to play 1 year, and hopefully we'll go over there and have some success like the 7th graders did, and all that'll be water behind us.
I had Stevens for 14 kills, 12 to 14. A couple of them are iffy, but as long as you guys could receive the serve, you dominated. They served. I mean, they had several aces. In fact, I think they had 3 points for McAdams. All were aces. 3 points for Thornton. All were aces. So, I mean, they did some good things.
Right, and that's something, I tell some of my assistant coaches from the high school level, Autumn Shillian and I, we text back and forth, and Stephanie Fox, and I'm like, guys, I'm still scared. I'm still nervous, just because, you have a server that gets rolling and at the junior high level, and it's just tough, and how momentum goes that, you're never really too far ahead, so they did a really good job. Like you said, they had probably 3 servers that just hit bullets at us, and, fortunately we were able to pass a few of them up, and then once the ball was in play, we pretty much dominated them with our hitting and our passing and everything. But yeah, I mean that's one of those things that's always in the back of your mind is just someone goes on a big run, and then you start second guessing yourself and start worrying about things, and then it's volleyball. There's no timer. You got to score the points, and you can't let them score. So it's definitely a unique kind of a unique sport in that regard.
Is the fact that you had 6th graders playing last year to now they're 7th graders playing with 8th graders. Mm-hmm. These kids mesh really well at this 8th grade level. That
for sure. I mean, this is like Kenzie said. This is the team that we lost one match all of last year. That was to the Q&D kids, and that was a close one. And so, even though they're only 8th graders, and actually only 3 of them are 8th graders and 3 of them are 7th graders,
right.
They've had a lot of time together, and obviously, just like you said, the more you play together, the better, the easier communication is going to be, and the more you're going to know where everybody else is in the spots. And you noticed probably tonight we had 4 different people setting in different times.
Yeah.
Kinsey and Kara.
Yeah, it was Rig, Kara, and then Griswold and Van Beck, right?
Exactly, yeah. So
we're all setting.
I think each of them do something a little bit different, a little bit better than the others, and so just depending on kind of the rotations and depending on kind of matchups, so to speak, kind of change things around a little bit. So who knows, if we played them again, we may not do the same stuff, or next game it may not be the same. So obviously Kara is a little bit more mobile, but Kenzie is a little bit, Tegan's a little stronger, and Jalen's a little bit more accurate. So they kind of all have their own. And then Kenzie coming from the back row, she's really quality. She's a really solid setter for us. So whenever it's her turn, she always sets it. The other 3 just kind of whatever I'm feeling, I guess. So.
Right. I'll tell you what, good group of kids. There's no doubt about it. Now, do you feel any pressure now? I mean, you won 2nd in state in high school.
Yeah.
The 7th graders won the state championship.
Right.
If these 8th graders go and win a state championship, I mean, there's got to be some state championships or super sectionals, all kinds of stuff at the high school level coming, right? I mean,
I
no
know.
pressure, nothing, Coach.
Right. No, I don't know. I mean, sometimes that plays, sometimes it doesn't. Just kind of depends on, how. I think you can come up with a pretty solid junior high team as far as just. Teaching them some skills and teaching them to be solid and do some things like that. But then obviously the athleticism has to come. A lot of times the height will have to come at the high school level, and, whether it does or doesn't will indicate whether or not, you can have similar success. I mean, I think, I've only been to state twice at the high school level, and I think this is, probably like 12 or 13 or something at the junior high level. So it doesn't always equate, but, it's definitely – some raw material here, and if they get big and strong and able to jump, and you can kind of put a couple good groups together, then you never know what's going to happen.
Well, I mean, in your defense at the high school level, there's a lot more games to get to state than there is. You played 3 games, right, and you're at state.
Right, exactly.
Sometimes you have to play 3 just to get out of regionals at the high school level,
correct,
right? So, I mean, you're putting a lot more teams into a smaller area in that respect. So,
yeah.
So
sure.
it is different. Just giving you a hard time.
No,
at the same time, at the same time, backpedal a little bit. I don't want anybody to be giving you too hard of a time about it.
No, you're
good. But you do have Griswold's got good height. Both Stevens girls have good height, so you're lucky in that respect.
Sure.
And you have kids that just love the game. It looks like too.
Right, yeah, and just solid. I go back to this last weekend with the 7th graders and some kids that, coming into the season, I'm not sure where they're going to be. I'm not sure whether they're going to be able to compete at the level we're going to need to compete if we want to, And I'll be honest, I'm a pessimist most of the time. But both of these teams, I had the goal of going to state as the basement, as the floor. So, we've obviously reached those things. But yeah, I mean, you've got a couple kids, who knows how big Tegan's going to get, and Jalen's probably always going to be small, but there's a spot, the good thing about volleyball is there's a spot in volleyball for small kids too. You just can't have 6 of them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that, you mentioned that they love the game, and obviously having success helps that. And seeing the older kids have success and what that did to the schools in terms of spirit and things like that. We talked about that this weekend, but it's a good situation, and I look forward to continuing that and kind of see what's going on with in the future for us.
So let's take off the coaching hat, put on the principal hat.
Yep.
You ready for another group assembly or something?
I don't know.
I mean, you're getting about tired of these assemblies or whatever.
We did. This was more for the boys, I guess, but we did I dressed up as Chris Farley's Matt Foley, the motivational speaker. I did that one day a couple weeks ago, and then we did, Kyle Rigg and I and our band teacher Brian Cooley, we did the Sun super fans, similar to the Bears super fans, Dub Bears, that type of thing. We did that, and so today we really couldn't think of any ideas, and of course we didn't have school on Friday, so we'd had the 8th grade regional championship to celebrate, and we had the 7th grade state championship to celebrate. So we just had breakfast pizza and donuts for them this morning during study hall, and did a little interview with them over the intercom in front of the, not in front of, but, with the whole student body listening to them. And And I have to tell you, I think the kids get better as an interviewer the older they get, because sometimes they kind of struggle with answering questions.
Oh.
Now, these guys didn't do too bad tonight. But.
No, they do get, and the more you do it, the more you get better at it too.
For sure.
So, I mean, you get nervous, but the kids just getting on camera and having fun with it is what it's, and not getting too nervous to talk. That's what it's all about.
No
so
question about that.
We appreciate you guys letting us tag along again. I mean, this has been fun. We'll figure out somebody some way to get some coverage. As long as this tournament will let us come, we'll get somebody down there to cover it. And,
sounds good. Now, I'll mention to you on so we play Friday night at 8:15 at Assumption, wherever that is.
That's up by the Quad City. It's not too far away. That's a lot closer.
Yeah.
For me anyway.
For
maybe
you
not
anyway,
for you.
Yeah. And then we have some of our, 11 of our 12 kids are in the State Science Fair. So that's also on Saturday. So if we win Friday, we're going to spend the night on Friday. They're going to get up early on Saturday, go present their science club projects, and then get to Assumption by 12:15 for a semifinal game. So we're looking forward to doing that. That's going to be awesome.
Looking forward. Where's the science fair at?
It is in Springfield.
So you've got it timed out to where you can.
I think we can do it. Yep, we're gonna try to get our kids to get judged at the beginning, and we've got
It's probably only an hour and a half.
Yeah, I think so, hour and 15 or something like that. Yeah. So hopefully we can pull some strings and get our kids judged first, and then get them out of there, and who knows?
That says something about the kids, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. All but one of them are in the science club as well.
So that's pretty cool that they're all involved in different things at the school.
Exactly.
So,
for sure.
Coach, we'll let you get out of here. We will see you down the road, and if I don't think that I'll be there this weekend. I'm supposed to be in Des Moines, but we see how that worked tonight.
Exactly.
So the plan is for either Greg or Kenny to be there this weekend, but when I find out for sure, we'll let you know. But congratulations on another state berth.
Absolutely, I appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and the service you guys do for the communities is, and you don't get enough recognition. That's for sure, because it's really, I know my mom and dad live in Macomb, and they. They watch every single night, so it's my dad's figured out how to put it on his big screen, and he also is jinxed because he won't come to a game live now, because during the high school season he came to 3 of our matches, Q&D, Macomb, and the state championship game. Those are the only 3 we lost. So he came to 3, and we lost all 3. So he's not going to step foot in the gym when I'm coaching ever again.
He's just going to stay home.
He's just going to stay home and watch
at least for the rest of the calendar year, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The rest of the school year.
There you go. So
we'll try to get next week, Dad, or next year, Dad. Next year you can try again.
Yeah,
if we lose the first game you come to,
right? That's it.
Yeah. So I'm going to suggest you pick the first game wisely. Pick the first game very wisely. Who you think they could be?
And that's what I told him. I said, you dummy, you should have came first round of regional. We were playing a game I thought we were going to win in high school, and he said, well, I didn't think about that. I was just going to wait till the championship, so whatever. But no,
well, he has to think better. We need to remind him of that a little sooner next year.
Exactly.
We'll work on that.
No question.
All right. Well, Coach, thanks a
so
lot.
Much. Take care.
Yep. Coach Kerr talking to us on the post-game show, as we'll look at some stats real quick. 14 unofficial kills for Stevens, 5 for Griswold. Griswold had 11 service points, including 2 aces. Tegan Rigg had 9 service points, 2 aces. Kara Stevens had 3 points and an ace. Riley Smith, 2 points. Jalen Van Beck, 2 points. Adriana Starks had 5 service points. Starks had 2 kills. And Griswold and Stevens each had a block. 3 points and 3 aces for Thornton for Greenfield. 3 points and 3 aces for McAdams. And 1 point and 1 ace for Costello. The only person to serve a point and not get an ace was Leah Wood, who served 2 service points of her own. Landsaw had 4 kills. Lamb 1 and Thornton 1 for the Tigers. So that'll end it here from St. John's in Carrolton, Illinois. The Suns move on to the state tournament. They'll play at 8:15 on Friday night. 25-13, 25-12 over Greenfield. Thanks for joining us here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. For Miles Hewlett, I'm Dwayne Hewlett. We'll talk to you again very soon.